The KC-10 extender was more than just a large military aircraft. It was a flying gas station, a cargo aircraft, and a critical part of the United States Air Force's global reach. Developed from the civilian DC-10 airliner, the KC-10 was designed to perform one of the most important missions in modern military aviation: aerial refueling. At first glance, the KC-10 looked like a commercial airliner, but underneath that familiar shape was a highly capable military aircraft. Its primary mission was simple but extremely important: keep other aircraft in the air. Fighter jets, bombers, transport aircraft, and other military platforms can only travel as far as their fuel allows. The KC-10 changed that equation. Using its aerial refueling system, the extender could transfer fuel to aircraft while both aircraft were flying at high speed and altitude. This allowed combat aircraft to stay airborne longer, travel much farther, and operate without constantly returning to a base for fuel. The KC-10 used a distinctive refueling boom mounted at the rear of the aircraft. A trained boom operator controlled the system from a dedicated station, guiding the boom toward the receiving aircraft. Once connected, fuel could flow from the KC-10 into the aircraft waiting behind it. For the receiving aircraft, those few minutes could make the difference between continuing a mission and having to turn back. But aerial refueling was not the KC-10's only job. The aircraft was also designed to transport passengers and cargo. This gave the Air Force tremendous flexibility. A single KC-10 could support an operation by carrying fuel, personnel, equipment, and cargo over long distances. That combination made the aircraft especially valuable during large-scale military operations. Imagine a fighter force operating thousands of miles away from the United States. Without aerial refueling, those aircraft would be heavily limited by their fuel capacity and the location of available air bases. With KC-10 tankers supporting them, aircraft could remain in the air longer and reach destinations that would otherwise be extremely difficult to access. This was the essence of American global air power. Distance became less of a limitation. The KC-10 became an important part of that capability for decades. Its large size also gave it an enormous fuel capacity. Compared with smaller tanker aircraft, the KC-10 could carry a substantial amount of fuel for transfer to other aircraft. This made it particularly useful for supporting large formations and long-range missions. But operating an aircraft of this size required a highly trained crew. Pilots, flight engineers, boom operators, and other personnel worked together to operate the aircraft safely and efficiently. Aerial refueling itself required extraordinary precision. Two aircraft could be separated by only a short distance while moving at hundreds of miles per hour. The receiving aircraft had to maintain a stable position behind the tanker.